We're opening up an investigation. We're opening. Who's gonna head this investigation? I was just kidding. I was just kidding. It's a joke. Okay, it was just a joke. Some of you. Why would you believe that? We'll have to talk to him about that. We will discuss that. Happy Monday. Welcome to the morning grind. If you do me a favor before we get started into it, what do they need to do? Benny?
Like, comment, and share the stream.
Would you do us a favor? Like, comment, and just share the stream because maybe one person, just like Josh. How did you find me, Josh?
I looked up the best realtor in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Is that how you really found me?
Tommy popped up.
Is that how you found me?
Yep.
Really?
Yep, bro.
Hayden, how did you find out about me?
The social medias.
Good morning, Rabbit. Thank you for getting on here. How did you find out about me, Julia?
From knowing your wife.
How about you? From knowing her?
No, I did from Drew's Facebook.
Andre's Facebook. Okay. How about you there, our new little lady? Instagram? Noah, you found out because y'all were feeding people. You and that man, because you walked in here one day like, didn't even know who the hell I was. Like, what do you mean, who am I? What does that mean? So before we get started, we start every show with 60 seconds of gratitude coming off the Thanksgiving weekend, holiday, whatever we want to call it. What are you thankful for? Do you ever just ask yourself, what could I possibly be grateful for today? And today, I'm extremely grateful for two things. Number one, Notre Dame won 11-1. Very thankful I got to go through that. But really the most important thing that I'm thankful for is my wife shut down the storefront of her, the Exchange Boutique, which took an ungodly amount of time. Working on the weekends till 6, 7 o'clock at night, coming home to me and Nick. It was just really challenging for everybody. And she made the decision a few months ago, didn't tell anybody that, hey, I'm just ready to be done with this. And then she got to thinking, well, I'm gonna miss these girls, this community. And then she's like, well, I'll keep the backspace. Well, now she's keeping the backspace. She's also going to do the exchange online. So her main mission, what she really wanted to solve, I like that, was to be home with us more. And I'm very thankful that she's done that. What is that?
It's a big old water jug I got.
Where did you get that?
Amazon.
I like that.
Type in water jug with straw and handle.
I can't tell if it's a keg or a big coffee mug.
It could be both.
It could be.
It could be all.
Okay, today, some days I just come in here and I talk about how I feel and where I'm at, and believe it or not, everybody has these thoughts and these feelings that I'm going to talk about. Do you ever just feel stuck? Do you ever feel like this is an emotional feeling? Okay. Do you ever feel like I'm not moving forward like I want to, like I need to? And then as you're thinking, now I'm going to see if you guys pay attention. If you're thinking like I'm stuck, I'm not advancing, what is the brain going to do?
Believe it.
It's going to do something else, though. It's going to believe you, but there's going to be something else. Do you know? Van, will you speak that up?
It's going to start making up reasons why you...
Have you ever heard me say this to you before? Whatever you're thinking, your brain supports it. Okay? So if I'm sitting there with an emotion like, damn, I feel stuck. Then fear and doubt, and then a story from my brain starts pointing out, well, we lost a deal, or we're not doing this, or we're not doing that, or this person did that, or this person did this. And then the next thing you know, you're just kind of cloudy up there, and you're living with a lot of fear, anxiety, doubt. Lorima making reasons to be stuck. Thank you, Lorima. She knows. Why do you not know that? Just say it.
My brain's clouded this morning.
From what?
Not,
From eating? Did you drink over the weekend?
no, I didn't.
Good job. So I have been battling some things. How many of y'all have heard me say, I don't know if we're going to get to 200. I don't know if we're going to get to 200. I've been battling these things. Good morning, Gracie. Thank you for getting on here. So I am now in the process, just like I tell all you guys, like you, I've got to rehabilitate my thinking. What does rehabilitate mean?
To come and make back what was once a good thing.
Are you talking with your mouth full?
Yes.
Well, quit eating.
Sorry.
So I've got to rehabilitate. I've got to make right. I've got to get back fixed. How do I do that? How do you do it? Or do y'all even do this? If you're watching, how do you rehabilitate your mind? See, I go back, change your mindset. Well, how do you just change your mindset, Remy? Here's how you change it. It's going to be based off what you're feeding it. Your mindset is going to be, it's going to be just like your body looks based off what you put in it and the activity that you do. You keep eating that shit, I'm just going to keep asking you questions. So, no, I'm just kidding. Just go ahead and eat. So, to change your mindset, that is a very, very, I like that, Remy. Noah, get back to basics. That's the other thing that I'm looking at. I'm forcing my plan over the weekend or over the 4 days that we were off for Thanksgiving, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Man, for some reason, that Saturday event, it just blocked out a lot of my brain, my emotion, and I couldn't get done what I wanted to. I'm going back to the basics, as Noah said, is I've got to go back into this content. Two things. Who do we have coming in? That's to the other side. Two things I'm going to do. As Noah said, get back to the basics. I'm going to get back to the content that inspires me. Do you know what content is? Mm-hmm. Well, do you know what content is? What is it?
Stuff that you're putting out or watching on social media.
It's subject matter that you're viewing. So I got to, what?
What you're doing right now.
This is content.
Damn good content.
But I've got to get back to a source that inspires me. Whenever you're off, like for a lot of people, it could be the Bible. Going back to church. What is it that you can go back to that you know rehabilitates your mind? What is it for you?
Basketball.
Does it? What is it for you?
Say, going to the gym.
Okay.
Spending time with family. Going
All right.
to church.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Shawan, knock, knock. So, but what, I mean, that will help your mind, but you still need to go back to a source of content that gets you back inspired. Does basketball get you back inspired?
Sometimes.
Well, what if it doesn't? What if it don't do the trick? For me, it's going back to Cardone. Going back in there and just watching. I watched the same things of him over and over and over and over again. And I can almost get to where I can predict what he's about to say next. But my brain needs to hear it so I can get inspired. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
The next thing is I always go back to my goals. I also go back to what we've accomplished this year. Why should I feel like I'm stuck if our team has gone from 142 deals to 200 deals? On paper, would that indicate I'm stuck?
No.
Why do I feel like that?
Because you're saying you are.
There's a much bigger goal than 200.
Yeah, but there's a reason why I'm saying it. There's something going on to where I'm uneasy. There's something in me that's uneasy. And I think what it is I'm looking into the future and I've got a little doubt going on right now. Now remember, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. I've always told you guys one of the biggest problems I've had in myself with my life was, does anybody remember? Do you know?
With your mama?
No. Keep eating.
Your past thoughts.
Nope.
Self-belief.
Self-belief. My self-belief has always been one roadblock, one thing that holds me back. We've gone from 142 to 200 deals, and now I'm sitting here like we accomplished this. Where I can't just keep going. I have these same things that keep happening. We got to this, we can't get to the next. I always have these second thoughts. And then that's why I need people around me. It's like, hey, dude, we can keep going. But what now I'm facing this fear. We got to this number. So I don't know if it's, I don't know what causes the uncertainty into the future, but I know this, I've got to overcome it. Now I either have to keep going back to what I've always done, or I've just got to double down on the things that I'm doing. Remy, go back and watch the same Cardone segments that I feel I struggle with. Okay, well, I like to write things down. And as we're coming up into the first of the year, it's a great time to write down the things you want to accomplish about yourself. And usually people will write down their goals, and they don't put a lot of thought of the process of the goal. They just write down the result. I'm going to do X. It's going to be this big. Like you were going to sell 200 houses one year. 1,000 one year. I don't know what it was. But did you think about the things you're going to have to go through, that you're going to have to push yourself through to get to it? You're going to sell 60.
Yes.
Yes, but are you thinking about the other things, the little things that it takes to get the result? Like, do you just get fat? There's a process to getting fat. What is it?
Eating a lot.
Eating a lot. What else?
Not working out.
Not working out. You don't just get fat because you hit a button and said, I want to be fat today. The process is what matters. So I am kind of reshaping my process in my mind. It needs to be how do you say that word? Rehabilitated, even though it's been the best year that I've ever been around. This has been the most successful time of my life, but I'm still at a point to where I have a lot of insecurity, uncertainty. Don't know what we're going to do next. Problem pops up. Is it going to ruin everything? Those are the thoughts I have. So I'm on a journey over the next 30 days to rehabilitate this content, reading, getting around other people, going to, like I'm going to go to. I just said, hey, I'm going back to one of Bert's events coming up in January. I need to get myself in alignment with what I want my future to be. So how many of you ever feel like this? Hello. Welcome. How are you today? You're coming in. Must be a good day for somebody. Somebody's getting paid around here. So it's okay if you're in these spots where you're uncertain, when there's doubt. Most of my life, my doubts have always held me back from trying to go to another level. And all I keep doing is just, I hear it, and it scares me, but I just keep doing things. And what I have found is I just keep raising my potential to where I can do more. How many of you feel like this? Is it just me? Am I the only person you ever think like that, Josh?
Yep. I feel like I'm going through it right now, actually.
Do you? Why is that?
I don't know. I really don't.
Is there something that you did that you're not doing anymore? Could there be anything that's not as consistent?
Things.
Like what?
Like the 75 Hard Love Hard program.
What else?
I just finished that. I'm not reading as much.
What else? Are them calls the same? See, all this. See, the reason why I want you to call has very little to do with the success you get directly from the call. It's what happens after the calls. It's the way you feel about yourself. So I just wanted to bring this to my attention. The whole purpose of this show today is for me to get clear. It's time to rehabilitate my thinking, my thought process, and get focused on what it is that I want to accomplish, and quit worrying about the fear, because usually the things that I fear, they never happen, and it's just part of the growth process. Van said this yesterday: when there's problems, it's probably a sign that you're going through some growth. Is that right, Van?
I believe that.
Well, growing is probably no fun. It's really no fun, because the result of the growth is fun, but the pain of fighting through it sucks. Van, shut us down. Have a great day.